Halloween is officially upon us, and to the surprise of absolutely nobody, Epic has introduced a ton of great new Halloween items, emotes, and skins into Fortnite. Did they take any of the ideas from our top 10 Halloween skins we wanted to see? Of course not, but these skins ended up being pretty cool after all. Fortnite's Halloween skins were leaked earlier than the release date though, and the names of many of these skins were leaked by Twitter user HypeX way back on September 26th. Then, several Fortnite data miners were able to uncover images of the skins last Tuesday, the 22nd of October. Now that we've finally gotten our hands on them, we're gonna spend this episode of the countdown breaking down Fortnite's 2019 Halloween skins. Number 10, White Skull Trooper. If you've been playing Fortnite for a while now, you know that the Skull Trooper is one of the game's most iconic skins. Originally released during 2017's Halloween event, the Skull Trooper skin cost a whopping 1,200 V-Bucks, and since it was released so early in the game's history, it quickly became known as a skin used by players who were pretty good at the game. This year we've gotten a really great white variant for the Skull Trooper skin. There isn't too much more to it than that, but this is one of the best skin variations we've seen, and one might argue it makes this legendary skin even better. Number 9, New GHOUL Trooper. White Skull Trooper wasn't the only new skin variation added to this list, and Epic has introduced not one, but two brand new GHOUL Trooper variants as well. Just like Skull Trooper, GHOUL Trooper was first released during the 2017 Halloween event and quickly became a fan favorite. This time around they've given her a Frankenstein-style skin tone, gray hair, yellow eyes, and a new pair of camo pants. In the other variations, she's given pink skin and white clothing, a new look that looks just as memorable as the original. Number 8, Half Peeled. This skin is the final new variation of an old Fortnite skin that will be on our list, but I mean, this definitely has to be our favorite. Epic decided to take Peely, who's basically a giant walking banana and one of the most beloved characters in Fortnite, might I add, and took one of his peels off. Instead of a banana inside, it turns out Peely actually has a skeleton and intestines. Overall, this skin is pretty hilarious, and it adds a really creative spin to Peely. It's pretty difficult to add something to a skin that's already iconic and make it work, and that's exactly what Epic was able to do with this new Peely variation. Number 7, Wrath. We could have never guessed that taking a mummy and dressing him up like he's in the Wild West would have been pretty cool, but hey, you never know until you try, and Wrath turned out to be a great Halloween skin. Wrath comes in 4 color variations, and each one works just as well as the others. His look reminds us a bit of Stranger from Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, and we're really happy the way the skin turned out. Number 6, Dark Rex. This year Epic decided to go with a dinosaur theme with a few of their skins, and whether or not this works, well, you can decide for yourself. Dark Rex is the first of these skins, and although his color scheme is pretty cool, we're not exactly sure what dinosaurs have to do with Halloween. Maybe he's just a regular guy dressing up as a dinosaur to celebrate the holiday? The pink face and glowing pink eyes on his skin are pretty cool, but for the most part, it left us scratching our heads a bit. Number 5, Dark TRICERA-OPS. Although we're still not really sure what dinosaurs have to do with Halloween, Dark TRICERA-OPS is definitely the better of the 2 dinosaur-themed skins this year. The cartoonish Triceratops helmet on this skin works much better than Dark Rex's helmet, and it seems as if the female dinosaur skin took on a comical approach, where her male counterpart went for a more serious one. Number 4, Chaos Agent. Chaos Agent looks a bit like Agent 47 from the Hitman series, but after he went on a strict diet and put on a gas mask. Overall, we like the slickness of this skin, and it really gives you the feeling that you're playing as some sort of supervillain. Chaos Agent's variation is pretty cool too, turning his head into what can only be described as some black goo? We're sure people are going to complain about this skin having a small hitbox, but its overall design is one of the best we've seen so far as Halloween skins go. Number 3, Delirium. Delirium looks like he crawled up from the dark depths of hell to wreak havoc on Fortnite Island, and that's why he's one of our favorite skins from this year. Just like Chaos Agent, he looks a lot like a supervillain, and his skull reminds us of a certain evil cartoon character from the 80s. Skeletor, anyone? Delirium looks like he's straight out of a nightmare, and he's definitely a highlight of this year's Halloween event. Number 2, Big Mouth. Big Mouth is pretty self-explanatory. He's more or less a giant monster mouth dressed up kinda like a homeless man. He looks like he'd be able to bite someone's head off in a matter of seconds, and he's certainly one of the more entertaining and creative skins we've seen in Fortnite. Although his giant head might give other players an easy chance at a headshot, this monster-themed skin is pretty incredible and fits pretty perfectly into the theme of Halloween. Number 1, Teeth. Tief is number 1 on our list just because it's a great example of what Epic Games does best, combining creativity with humor. Tief looks like a giant pink blob in a jail outfit, except it's more of an upper-class, sleeker-looking jail outfit. The only thing that gives Tief any kind of human characteristics are his teeth, and he's constantly dripping pink goo. He honestly looks like something that could have crawled out of Steamy Sacks and the pink goo left over from Kevin. Overall, this skin once again shows off Epic Games' wacky creativity, and we think he fits perfectly into Fortnite's Halloween event. Well, that's a wrap on our video covering Fortnite's 2019 Halloween skins. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Chapter 2 content right here on the Countdown.